Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget, give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and tell a friend. Okay, y'all, on the docket today, we have a double header. This is the first live tonight. This is Sister Wives Season 20, Episode 15, No Brain, No Pain. And apparently this was the season finale. Like, who knew? This was a weird season. Hey, y'all. Hi. I'm still in my office, so bear with me tonight. I this whole season sucked. But let's just get into this. Hold on. Welcome, welcome everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not at my computer. I'm still in my office. So this episode was kind of broken up into three different segments for me. You had Janelle, and her touching each of the other original wives in her process of getting her spiritual release. So it started with her getting the spiritual release, meeting up with Mary, and then finally with Christine. And basically, I feel she told production, "You have 1 day of my time, and after that, I'm not filming with you anymore for the rest of the season. So put it all in 1 day." And this is what we did. Um, then we have Mary on her never-ending date with Ron, who seems like a nice enough person. But honestly, I, I don't see them together. I don't even see him being interested in Mary. Mary is just always awkward, but it is what it is. Then we have this, what I have up here. Cody and Robin going on ATVs again. Like, I'm going to repeat what everybody else who covers this show says. Honestly, they should stay off of ATVs. But however, I do think that this was rigged. This was very produced. And it was all for the benefit of him apologizing to the one person that he thinks deserves the apology. And again, he's always just lifting a Robin up. I don't care. Anyway, let's go through this. So the episode opens up with Janelle leaving wherever it is in Salt Lake City that she went to go and get this spiritual release. They gave her the paperwork. Hi there, Wendy. Hi, Gwenny Gwen. Welcome, welcome. She has her little paperwork saying that she's officially spiritually released and divorced. She's been with Cody for 30 years, and she don't regret a damn thing. Good for her. Um, Cody, then we see a segment with Cody rambling on and on about, hi, Stephen. Rambling on about how he and Mary ended in a great place. They had a healthy breakup. They got together for the apologies. And that they realized that they had to work together so as not to trigger each other. What is he talking about? I honestly feel like the people who are on this show are talking about some different show than what I watched or how I remembered it. Let me know your thoughts on that because at times I don't think we're watching the same show. Um, let's see. Then we go off and we see Cody and Robin doing the ATVs again. And I just whatever. I think they should actually sell these vehicles. I don't think they're healthy. Oh, y'all are so cute saying hello. After the spiritual release, Janelle goes and meets up with Mary, and they have lunch. And during this lunch, Janelle starts talking about some man that she met in between the ending of her marriage to Mary's brother and then her marriage to Cody. Some Turkish guy who was older than her who introduced her to Turkish coffees. Wait, what? Because I've always theorized that Janelle and Cody was getting it in before things ended with Mary's brother. But that's just my thoughts. Hey Ryan, be careful leaving the office. And get home safe. um no, I just felt like, why can we hear something more about that, Janelle? Because you're the most asexual out of all of these women. And I would have liked to hear what the old Turk did to you, what he introduced you to. And maybe that's why Cody and you had such a healthy sexual relationship, because you learned something from the old dude and taught it to Cody. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let's see. Uh, Mary admits that it was kind of awkward when Janelle entered the family because she was married to her brother. Why is that? No, I don't think it was awkward because Janelle was married to your brother, Mary. It was awkward because you didn't know how to handle jealousy at such a young age and sharing your husband. I don't think they trained you for that, did they? Anyway, whatever. Janelle gives us some backstory about how she met Mary's brother. I guess they were in high school together. They got married afterwards, and it lasted less than a year. I heard it was 3 months, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That's who I want to hear about. Her Turkish lover. Yes, Wendy. I want to hear about the Turkish delight. Uh-huh. Tempting the little Mormon girl with coffee. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to you, Farmata. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Um, and Mary gives her little confession about how it was a thing for her with Janelle joining the family. And of course, Janelle, the queen of unbothered, said it wasn't a problem for me joining the family. She could care fucking less. Like, Janelle is just dialing it in and basically watching her clock or watch just to see what time it is that she's gonna call this thing a wrap. Um, let's see. They talk about the meetup with Cody. Mary says it's the ex-wife apology tour. Again, she thinks that she's funny, creative. Sure. They compare notes. And everybody, from all of the reviews that I'm hearing, everybody's like, why didn't Mary bring up the fact that they were trying to sell the Coyote Pass from under her and all of this? Well, they filmed the reunion before the full season aired. I don't think they released any shows to them. I really don't. I think they do it right before they film the reunion, but by that time it's too late. I don't know. I don't know. Like, stop asking questions that this dumb show can't answer, and neither can we. Like, the timeline is all off. We don't know who's lying, who's not. They backtrack on every fucking thing they say and do, and then release a book afterwards. Everybody's theorizing that Janelle's gonna release a book because she kept on saying chapter and book and verse and all of it. Who cares? Who cares? Do we really want to read it? I didn't read Christine's book, but good on y'all who bought it though. Cody and Christine are cousins. Janelle's mom married Cody's dad. Joe Darger married sisters. An ex-sister-in-law is not weird. Right. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you. Nothing surprises me in this whole situation. Let me stop sharing this. Okay. Up close. Yes, this is how I went to work today. I was not feeling it today. Um, Yesterday was awful and it just rolled right into today. So there we go. Um, Then we go back to Robin and Cody saying that they're going to be more careful doing the ATVs this time. And of course, he takes the turn too sharp on purpose and flips it. Nobody really cares. Next, we see Mary and Ron. Ron's in town. They're getting together. They're going to Zion Park. They're going on a date. I don't know about y'all. I don't want to be hot and sweaty on a date with someone. Mary, you have absolutely no chemistry with this man. I know everybody is calling out Ron's supposed sexuality. I don't care. He's just not interested in her. I don't even think y'all have good conversations. And for having conversations for about 6 months, you two look real awkward. Real awkward. And what grown ass man in his 50s doesn't know how to put on a shirt without getting deodorant on it? Oh my God. But this is the level of their conversation. Even when they do go deep, it's not that interesting. It's not. What are y'all saying in here? Y'all say Happy New Year. So you look pretty happy. Oh, it's so nice. Happy New Year to everybody. That was two 12-year-olds pretending to be adults. Yes. All they were missing was braces. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm judging it based on myself. I don't anyway, whatever. Or maybe Mary's laugh like a fucking hyena all the time was just getting on my damn nerves. Okay, so we go back to Cody and Robin and he's flipped the thing. He jumps up from it, no problem. His biggest concern was getting it caught on film. That was his biggest concern. She pitter patters over there to where he is, praying that he's, is seriously hurt or something or incapacitated, but he's not, because apparently he bought the high-end ATV model where it has a slot where his foot can't get trapped or whatever. He rolls it back over. She then goes on to say something about it took off several layers of his skin. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that. It was just dirty. It was just dirty. I swear. I don't. Window. Okay. Look at this, y'all. Like, he got a little scratch. Oh, shit. Oh, can I make it bigger? There it is. I'm just flipping all over the place. Sorry, y'all. That doesn't look like several layers of skin. What is she talking about? Oh, and of course he bent over once he took that helmet off. This man has absolutely no hair on his head. I don't get it. And look at all those veins. He's just a mess. Um, and again, this is another place where I made a note to myself. Do these people realize that they are being filmed and we're watching this? Robin says in the confessional, he took off several layers of skin. And we see this, and it's just a little dirt. She had more dirt on her face than this on his arm, to be honest. I don't get it. Anyway, that's just me. Little things about this show fucking irritate me. And thank you for listening to me. The testosterone shots must be working. I know nothing. I'm just joking. Thank you, Steven. He got a smudge of dirt. Yes, Wendy. I agree. Now, Janelle, she leaves Mary's lunch and heads straight on over to Christine's house because Christine's throwing her like this divorce party. She set up some games. How spicy can Janelle get? Fake tattoos and some other boring bullshit. But what's most important is that Christine's sisters, Janelle's sisters, and some friends are over there to support her. It was kind of cute. It gave a more plausible excuse for these two women to get together. And I do see a division in their friendship has changed. Let's just call a thing a thing. Their friendship has changed. And I think it is because Janelle has now gotten this spiritual release, something that Christine was talking to her about a couple of seasons ago, and she took great offense to it. And I think now that she's got it and she's saying that this is a new chapter, she feels lighter. She feels like she can go on and live the next part of her life. Like, are you upset that Christine was right all those years ago? Yeah, her timing might have been off, but she was right. You need to make a clean break from this bozo. You really do. And his wife. What she was telling you years ago, you just weren't ready to hear. And I get that. But like, what's going on in y'all relationship now? I just want to know. Asking for a friend, you know. Um, Janelle also admits during this segment that she had to sacrifice a lot to keep the family intact. We all know that. You sacrifice financially, emotionally, physically, all the ease you sacrificed. Glad you really realized it now. Um, and I think they were talking a little bit about the kids. Um, but Cody's not going to talk about the kids. He didn't want to talk about the kids with y'all. It's too little, too late for me with regards to y'all bringing up the kids now. Don't care. These are all adults. They can sort out their own relationships with their delinquent father. Case closed. Um, Janelle celebrates that she is single. She says that she also realized that she lost some impulsivity, like, being able to do things on the spur of the moment. Um, but she has friends around her who are now pushing her to be more spontaneous. Um, they put a fake lion tattoo on her back and she is literally cringing. She is basically waiting until production says cut and then she's like, bitches, peace out, I'm out of here. Um, Baby Cody got a scratch. Oh, poor baby Cody. Yet they have money trouble, sure. um, we should be the official Cody fan club, not girl. I'd rather be those two little strings of ramen that hang on to the front of his forehead than his fan club. Um, we go around the table and we hear from a couple of the women, some of them on their second plural marriage, some of them on their second monogamous marriage. And again, the subject comes up about Christine finding a man. Christine's like, yeah, I've got things to do with my farm, and finding a man ain't one of them. Um, let's see. Okay, so Janelle says that her life experiences change you. And even though she's not been divorced for 2 hours yet, it feels like a lot longer. She's interested in finding someone new, but she's not rushing into marriage. Now, you notice she says she'd been divorced for 2 hours. How long was her lunch with Mary if she'd been divorced for 2 hours and she's sitting over there at Christine's divorce party? Do you see what I like? Janelle is checked out. Um, we go back to Ron and Mary biking, still no chemistry. We go back over to Cody and Robin, and he says every once in a while it's good for them to sit and talk. It might be good for y'all, but it's not good for me. I don't care what you say to each other because it's all lies. Um, they are looking at where they are at in their relationship. Go to a therapist. Go to a fucking therapist. Cody calls it a health checkup on their relationship. Oh, Jesus. Um, then we hear Robin saying that there are times when Cody is back to his original self. What self is that? I don't care. Um, and then he flips back over to angry divorce guy. So he still is being the angry divorce guy, even though he went on this whole apology tour. He's still angry. Okay, you live with him. And then she points out the absolute fucking obvious. It's not normal to go through a divorce while you're still married. It's not normal to have a polygamous relationship either, but okay, I digress. What do y'all say? Her friends work for TLC. None of these people have actual friends. Oh my God. Janelle and sister look, yes, they look exactly alike. And one of Christine's sisters really looks like her too. Hey, okay, so then Robin then tries to tell us that Cody took responsibility for his part in the marriages falling apart. And it's given him peace. I'm like, when exactly did he take accountability for his role in all three of those marriages falling apart? When? Because it wasn't shown in any of those apologies. And he admitted to Mary that the apology was about him and not about them. So no accountability taken. And you're sitting there and you're enabling this bald-headed fuck, this sack of shit. You're enabling him and helping him live in this delusional little world with you. It makes no sense to me, but go ahead, girl. And then he chimes up and he says he's been apologizing to everybody except to her. He calls the other wives brutal. And she hasn't been apologized to yet. And he thinks he owes her an apology. Most of all. How, Sway? Like, why? Why? Um, they're like twins, yep. Robin has him jumping through hoops to improve. People are saying Peyton looks exactly like Christine's sister. Yes. Peyton and a little bit of Isabel. Zero accountability. Yes. How is her own husband emotionally unsafe? Shut up, Rob. Yes, when she said that. You're good except when you're emotionally unsafe to be around. Robin be insulting this man. Robin insults this man every episode this season, and he is not picking up on it. It sounded like these two dodo birds wrote the script for this conversation. Yes, I agree with you because it made no fucking sense. Christine and Janelle start talking about the apology tours. Christine, Christine's whole thing flipped because remember when he was apologizing to her, she was like, "I'm done. Like, I don't care. This is in the past. Great, fine on you." But yet she tells Janelle that it went well. And my theory on this is that she's still under court order. That's my opinion. And in order to get those monthly support payments for Truly, she really can't say nothing bad about him. Period. Let's see. Janelle said that she asked Cody if he was on a 12-step program. When did she do that? Because she was only concerned about how when he said, "I did love you," and she's like, "I knew you did. I knew you did." She let him off the hook. She had an hour and a half with him. That's what she said. She spent an hour and a half with him. He bought her some food, said that he loved her, and she was happy. Good on you. And you didn't even, out of all of them, you're the only one who didn't bring up the kids. And then you're moaning afterwards, you wish you had. Well, shut up. Shut up, Janelle. Usually I'm on your side, Janelle, but I just can't with you. Other than you being checked out, yes, I can with you for that, but everything else, no. Janelle says that she's done. Janelle says that the last two things that tied her to Cody are now over and she's free. Janelle is grateful that that a great big door opened up for her in North Carolina. With her old life ending, she could step right into this new life. They have a site plan for the farm. The houses are getting started, and she's really excited. So I like to see the story arc for Janelle. Even though I'm a bit frustrated and pissed off at her, I do like the story arc for Janelle. We then see Cody apologizing to Robin. Robin pacifies him and tells him that he does try to try very hard to get it right in the future as a family, believing what in the future as a family believing. Oh, and then he asked Robin. Cody asked Robin if she forgives him, and she says yes. Why? What is Robin forgiving you for? What is okay? So he couldn't get forgiveness from any of the other three wives. He had to apologize to them. So now he comes and pretends he's apologizing to Robin so that he can coerce her into forgiving him, and he could walk away happy. Okay. Um. Oh my God. My next note says, why does he have that chicken skin on his neck? Did y'all see his neck? Like, I know my neck doesn't look that great, but I don't have those little dots all over it. What is that? Oh my God. I need to do something about my neck. I don't like this. Oh my. Anyway, I digress. Robin says that she's gone through her own divorce and she knows how toxic it can get. Cody is hoping for a deep spiritual healing with his ex-wives. Cody then goes over to Robin and tells her thank you for going through it with him and thanking her for being loyal. He says it's better to have broken up with grace. He's hoping that it's a step to a happy future with everyone. Oh my God. Now we head back to the most boring date ever. That's in my notes. Um, Mary thanks Ron for coming down. Ron is very excited that he got another opportunity to know her. Um, and then they go and they put their feet in the water. Um, and I said, oh my God, Mary and her knobby knees. That's all I took away from that scene. She has knobby knees. How many times has Mary, oh my God. My final note on this episode, how many times is Mary going to say that she has a connection with this man and none of us can see it? That is the end of season 15, the regular episodes. I'm assuming that we're going into the tell all. Everyone seems to be very excited about this based on the previews that we've seen. However, I think TLC has shown us the best that those tell-alls are going to give us, quite honestly. I don't think we'll see much of anything. I think that the tell-alls, I think it's 3 episodes for the tell-alls, will be as much of a nothing burger as the rest of season 20. And God help us if they do a season 21. Okay, so Wendy says she cannot say something bad and still not sing his praises. He is a good man. He's sincere. Ryan says he didn't seem so pissed about Janelle's spiritual divorce. I don't think we got to see it because Janelle said that, they said, "Oh, we was waiting for you." And gave her the release and then said, "Don't worry, we'll talk to Cody about it." I bet you anything they filmed this ATV scene before the spiritual divorce. That's my feeling on it. Being a failed polygamist. That's what I want to see. Hi, Heidi. Yeah, a friendship connection, strictly platonic. Like, I don't even think they know each other as friends. It's like some rando that she met down at the 7-Eleven. It's just so annoying to me. So annoying. Anyway, y'all, that is the episode. Sister Wives, season 20, episode 15. No brain, no pain. This was painful. This whole season was painful. A nothing burger, a bunch of lies, a bunch of wasted time, mine, mainly mine. And nothing really new. I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, y'all, this is the end of this episode. If you have some time, stay tuned. I'm going to start the next live a little bit early. We will be talking about the next Trash Box show, which is the season 8 premiere of Thousand Pound Sisters. And I can already tell I'm going to hate this season, but that's neither here nor there. We will watch it together and I'll be aggravated as usual. So, guys, thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to give me a little thumbs up if you're watching this in the replay. Don't forget to give us a hype. I found the hype button finally on my phone. Thank you so much for. I think it was Tracy who pointed that out to me. I really appreciate it. Yep, can't watch it. They need to call it quits on this show. Yes, they do. Not finale material. No, but then again, none of the material that they showed us in season 20. That was crazy. Okay, guys, I'll see you in a few minutes. Come and join me back for Thousand Pound Sisters. All right, let's see if I can end this. All right, thank you for joining me. Bye.